Hi Flosstube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is the 3rd of July. It's summer here in Sweden and I have had my first week of my summer vacation, which feels really nice and much needed. So I have an exciting finish to show you today. I have some whips and I have some exciting haul that I can't wait to start using. I will show you in a bit. And yeah, let's get into it. Here is my July pages in my cross stitch diary, and I had an okay of amount of hours of stitching this past month. In June I stitched for a total of 27 hours, so that feels really nice to have more than double that amount for the past month. Very low stitchy hours. So okay. In June, I actually finished one of my whip goal at least. I'm behind with 3 goals, so I will see if I will catch up. I hope so, but I have a really exciting finish to show you. And that is Link Silhouette by Choco Coco Stitch on Etsy. And here he is, all finished. I'm very happy with how this turned out, and so is my son. It was a lot of green stitching, and in June I stitched on this for a total of 10 hours and 30 minutes to get it done. I have made one change, and in the pattern this was also supposed to be yellow, but if you're a Zelda fan, you know that Link's shield is, the tree's force here is yellow and this bit is red. So I asked my son how he wanted it, and he of course wanted this to look like the shield looks in the game. So I'm very excited to have this finished. It's so exciting to have finishes. I don't have that a lot. And finish this made me want to start all the things, I think. Yeah. Just dropped something. Okay, so then I also stitched on this little bookmark, Pretty Little Mermaid. It's by Doreen Jones, and it's one of those freebies you get in Cross Stitch Crazy magazines. Before it looked like this, and then I spent an hour working on this, and now it looks like this. Yeah. Nice colors, easy to work with. Okay, so I had a very impulsive new start. Let's see, Lola Crow Cross Stitch was starting a new sale in May called Greenhouse of Oddities, and I wasn't going to start it. I wasn't going to buy it. I have enough whips as it is, and then I saw all the lovely greenhouses that people stitched in this sale, and I just, after I finished Link, I just went and bought the pattern. I had the fabric in my stash, I had the threads in my stash, so I just went away and started it, and I have been kind of obsessed with it. I will take it off the Q-snap. I forgot to do that before, but I spent 15 and a half hours stitching on this. And the greenhouse is the frame. That's the first. You get that when you buy the pattern, and then she releases parts that are in the greenhouse, and I've been obsessing about finishing the greenhouse so I can start stitching the different parts, and this is how it looks like now. So as you can see, I absolutely love this. I think it's so beautiful, and you know, as I just gotten a greenhouse myself, it was kind of meant to be, right? That's what I told myself. Just go ahead and buy it, start it, do it. Yeah, so now I'm working on the white. It's finished over here, so I will just finish the white and beige in here, and then I will work my way down and start the first plant. So I'm very excited. I have neglected all of my other whips because of this one, and I don't care. I love it. I just want to stitch more on this one. Yeah, let's see, the fabric I chose for this one is, I will write it, I don't remember. It's a Zweigart fabric. I will write it here. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So very excited to have started this one. Okay, so that was actually because of my obsession with my new start. That's what I've been working on this month, this past month. And then, as I told you, I've been on I had my first week of vacation. It's been lovely. I dragged up my sewing machine from the basement up here, and I have finally dared to try and sew me a project bag, a folder, or what you're gonna call it. This is a pattern by oh my god, I know this. I will just write it here. My brain is on vacation mode. But I bought this pattern like a year ago. I'm not kidding. Or maybe past fall. And I have felt so intimidated. And now I just decided, the first day of my vacation, Monday, last week, I just start cutting the fabric and started sewing. So this is what it looked like, the back. and just a sec. So I'm back. Just my daughter. Okay, so the front, and this is how it looked like. So you have pockets. This upside down. So, and I decided to go with this pockets on both sides. There is an alternative to have made this bobbin that you can, small pockets to store your bobbins in. I didn't dare try this. But I have materials to make one more, so I will try that in my next one. For this one I wanted some nice nice project bag to store my whips in an organized way when I was traveling. So here is a pocket, and as you can see, it got a lot of space. I will link this down below, and here are, I have already loaded it. I will stitch this design, Matilda. This was my favorite children's book growing up. I read it so many times. It's by Roald Dahl, the book, I mean, not the cross stitch. And this is The World of Cross Stitching, issue number... I don't know. Doesn't it used to say? I don't know. There, June 2023. So the hardest part with this one was the binding. And I'm kind of a perfectionist, but with this I just let it go. I will try not to see it. It looks fine on the outside, but on the inside it's like yeah, it's not perfect, but I love it. It's beautiful, very practical. So yeah, I'm very proud that I managed to get this together, I must say. Okay, so then I'm going into haul, and after that I'm going to talk about a little life update. So if this is not your thing, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, I hope. Okay, so haul. I have in Sweden, DMC threads are crazy expensive, and it's not fun. And I have heard Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, Bernadette, Burn Stitches, and Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, I will link them down below. They have tried different alternative threads to DMC. And I've decided that I would order CXC and Royal Embroidery after hearing their thoughts and reviews about the floss. So I decided that I would buy a full set of CXC threads double labeled CXC threads. So I sorted them up by numbers. I haven't bobbinated them. I will store them like this for now. They felt really nice, very soft when handling them, and I actually will try and use the double label CXC when stitching Matilda. So I have kitted her up. These are the CXC threads. And they feel lovely. I can't wait to start them out, to start stitching with them, see how they feel. But they are super soft, so it's going to be exciting to try them out. I also tested. I stitched most of my projects on linen or even weave, but I have not much, but slight. It's a slightest. It's a little hard on my eyes to see, so I stitched more and more on 28 count instead of 32. But I thought that I would try some Ada instead. So I went into broderikorgen and I bought a piece of this. I think it's DMC, I'm not sure. Your DMC Ada, and it's printed. It's a lovely purplish color. I don't know if it shows. Absolutely beautiful. Then I bought, it's 3 different colors. A yellowish one, and this is all 14 count. And a blue-green one. And my thoughts are that when I stitch Matilda, that I will try and make a project bag with that as a front. I will see if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah. Just wait a second. I will just. I just thought that I would say the designer also for Matilda. It's illustration converted by Fiona Baker. I guess that's the designer. And here it is. And it's in previous magazine. They also released the BFG. Love that book also. Might need to get that pattern as well. Yes. Okay. And then I also ordered the Royal Embroidery I didn't order the full set. It's twice as expensive as the double-layered CXC. It's still way cheaper than DMC, but I thought that I wanted to try them out beforehand. The double-layered CXC threads cost me 650 Swedish crowns. The shipping was free. The full set of royal embroidery would have cost me 1,500 Swedish crown, I think. So I wanted a few to try them out. So I ordered threads for 2 projects. This one, I love the fabrics, colors, I mean, is for a new sal that I'm starting in August, and it's hosted by the Huga Stitcher here on Flosstube. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love her Flosstube. I will just write it here. I'm so sorry. And so I will be joining. Here is a picture of the design. And this one is for Mirabilia's Caring Wings. It looks like this. So I have I bought those to try them out, and they look really nice. And what I've heard, I know Bernadette from Burn Stitches, I think it was, I hope so, that if you have handled her needle, one threaded with DMC, one with royal embroidery, she couldn't have told the difference. So very excited to try them out. Okay, so it's very windy. I hope you don't hear that too much. So I have bought some shards. There is a lady that have been clearing out her stash. So I bought lavender wings, tiny sprouts, and it says tiny sprouts of palest green peeking through late winter's scene. I thought that was beautiful. The sweetheart tree, Elizabeth design, dear friend, and special stitcher. And then I also ordered I bought a magazine chart from her, Medieval Lady. And it's from the World of Cross Stitching, and I'm sorry I don't know the number. So that was all my stitching and my haul. Yeah, it's I thought I would show you. It's been an intense 3 weeks before my vacation. I work as a preschool teacher, and I also take on students that are studying to be a preschool teacher, and I had one just before summer. she was brilliant, and very, it was her last practice before she's gonna do her final work in the fall, so then she will be done. It's always fun to have students, but it also takes a lot of time, and after that I got sick, the kids got sick, it's been a lot. So yeah, it's been up and down with the stitching, but I just thought I get so much response from the greenhouse that I showed you last time, so I just want to show you some pictures, and some pictures from the garden. It's very exciting because we picked our first cucumber. I will just insert pictures here as I talk. And I thought I have a new tomato plant, and I don't know how big they're gonna be. They looked ready. I picked one. It wasn't ready. It needs some more time. And it's black tomatoes, and when you cut them, they are like, it's gonna be like lime green or yellow inside. So I'm very curious to see how they will turn out and taste. It's also growing a lot of, I don't know the English word, it's paprika in Swedish. I will write it here. And it's growing a lot of those, and some chili has started to grow, and I got this beautiful big purple flower on my aubergine plant, I think it's called. Never had an aubergine plant before, so it's a lot of first trying out this year. And outside our greenhouse we made a bit of a sitting area, and there I tried pumpkins, mini pumpkins, for the first time, and they are growing like crazy, and I'm trying to fasten them so they will grow like climbing up. It's not the easiest. It's also first for me, so we'll just see what happened. I hope that I can show you some cute small pumpkins to decorate my house with at fall, but yeah, we'll see. So I love being out in the garden. I'm also we were away on a trip, and in a store I found these little glass bottles, and they have a little wire so you can fill them with water, pick some flowers, and you can hang them up outside in the trees. It makes a lovely, it's very decorating, and I love making small little rooms in my garden, and just make it cozy and beautiful, and you can see some pictures as well, and I also took a picture of my I have like a small plate, you can say, and I put in some stones and some small, I don't know the words, it's very annoying. You can see from the picture what I mean, and then the bugs and insects can come there and drink water. The bees can come there and drink water without risking any risk of drowning. I think that's something that everyone should have in their garden, and it makes a beautiful it's a beautiful decoration, as well as it makes some good. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, um, it's something easy and fun that everyone, you can do it with what you have at home. Anyway, that was everything for me this time. I hope I wasn't too all over the place. I feel my brain doesn't really work the way it used to. As I said, it's on vacation mode. uh, so I hope everyone is well and that you have a great summer, if or winter, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.